With the NFL draft right around the corner, LSU will be well represented. David Barthelemy is in the studio with a breakdown of some of the Tigers' best.
Guys, LSU is saying goodbye to 5 of their defensive players in this year's draft. While every Tiger has to go off eventually and find their new home, let's look at each defensive player and try to find the right spot for them. Let's start off with Mekhi Wingo, who no question was one of the most consistent players for this LSU defense this year. Even though he suffered that injury late into the season, while he was on the field, he was nice size, had a lot of explosivity off that ball, created chaos behind the line of scrimmage, which is what you like to see. But if we were to look at some cons to his game, I mean, one of the biggest problems for Mekhi Wingo, I'd say, is just he's undersized. And in the NFL, that can probably be stopped through the double team. But hey, they said the same thing about Aaron Donald, and he had a Hall of Fame career. So let's move on to his counterpart in Mason Smith, who, in my opinion, has the most potential out of everybody coming out of LSU this year. Lots of size, 6'4", 316 pounds. When healthy, a force on the field, creates a lot of chaos, just like Mekhi. Lots of agility there, too. One of the biggest cons for him is probably that he's coming off of this injury. You don't know how he's going to play 100%, and he didn't have the most effective season. And also relying on that brute strength, we want to see some more technique work. But sticking onto that defensive line, let's take a look at Jordan Jefferson, who was a quiet storm for LSU whenever he was on the field. Great at stopping a run, great size. He's 6'2", 316, ran a 5'1". Like I said, helps a lot with that run stop. One of the things that was probably his problem this season, on top of the lack of film, is probably just the agility and fluidity, which is nothing that you can't work on, of course. So that side, so definitely find a great home. Let's take a couple steps back off the line of scrimmage and look at Omar Speights, who was a linebacker, came in this season from Texas and didn't miss a beat for this LSU defense. Great fluidity on those hips, nice footwork, good footwork, can turn in and out. He can rush and he can do pass protection. Some of the cons to his game would probably be that Omar Speights likes to bite the ball a lot. He's very fast, can get behind that line of scrimmage, but you're in there too quick. You lose track of the running back, something that could be worked on, though, with just some technique. Finally, last but not least, let's take a look at that secondary and get into Andre Sam, who also came in his senior year and made an immediate impact for that LSU defense. I mean, just look at him. He's a ball hawk, has great speed, just finds the ball, plays the game really loose. You can see that he's not thinking much when he's out there, and that really does help him. But it can also come to a detriment, as Andre Sam is one of those reckless players, does have some poor tackling technique. He'll just lay his shoulder out there, but definitely not anything that's unsavable. So with all that being said, be sure to be on the lookout for these guys as they come into the league soon, and make sure to stay up to date with us, because after the break, the announcement of the student government election will come your way. Don't go anywhere.